Hi everybody, I'm Mark Calvayan. So I'm gonna be discussing about crime. So our topic includes hacking, identity theft, and credit card fraud. House those roles the web. I will give an introduction about crime first. So crime is an action or omission that constitute offenses that may be prosecuted by the state and punishable by law. So, para sa akin, ang crime is, my own opinion, everything you do or act is against the law is a crime. So, under sa hacking, intentional, unauthorized access to computer system, the term has changed over time. So, sa phase 1, the joy of programming early 1960s to 1970s, it was a positive term. A hacker was a creative programmer who wrote elegant or clever code. A hack was an especially clever piece of code. Sa phase 2, 1970s to mid-90s, hacking took on negative connotations, breaking into computers for which the hacker does not have authorized access. Still primarily individuals includes the spreading of computers, worms and viruses in phone phreaking. Companies began using hackers to analyze and improve security. So sa mid-90s nagagamit na siya sa mga negative 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 doings or nagiging masama na yung paggamit ng hacking. Sa phase 3, the growth of the web and mobile devices. Beginning in mid-90s, the growth of the web changes hacking. So viruses and worms could be spread rapidly. Political hacking, hacktivism surfaced, denial of service, attack used to shut down websites, large-scale theft or personal and financial information. So sa 1990s, habang lumalaki yung ano, lumalaki yung technology, nagiging aggressive o nagiging delikado yung paggamit ng hack. Is harmless hacking harmless? Responding to non-malicious or prank hacking uses resources. Hackers could accidentally do significant damage. Almost all hacking is a form of trespass. Hacktivism or political hacking. Use of hacking to promote a political cause. Disagreement about whether it is a form of civil disobedience and how whether it should be punished. Some use the appearance of hacktivism to hide other criminal activities. How do you determine whether something is hacktivism or simple vandalism?
Good day, ma'am. We are the group 2, and our leader is Louis Moon. My name is Max G. Prosa, and my topic is hacking. About hacking. Hackers are security researchers. White hat hackers use their skill to demonstrate system vulnerability and improve security. Hacking as foreign policy. Hacking by government has increased. Pentagon has announced it would consider and treat some cyber attack an act of war, and the US might respond with military force. An extremely sophisticated war target a particular type of control system. Beginning in 2008, damaged equipment in a uranium enrichment plant in Iran. Security. Hacking is a problem, but so is poor security. Variety of factors contribute to security. Weaknesses. History of the internet and the web. Inherent complexity of computer systems. Speed at which new applications develop. Economic and business factors and human natures. Security. Internet started with open access as a means of sharing information for research. Attitude about security were slow to catch up with the risk. Firewalls are used to monitor and filter out communication from untrusted sites or that fit a profile of suspicious activity. Security is often playing catch up to hackers as new vulnerability and are discovered and exploited. Responsibility for security. Developers have a responsibility to develop with security as a goal. Businesses have a responsibility to use security tools and monitor their system to prevent attack from succeeding. Home users have a responsibility to ask questions and educate themselves on the tools to maintain security. Personal firewall, antivirus, and anti-spyware.
The law, Catching and Punishing Hackers. 1984 Congress passed the Computer Fraud and Abuse Act CFAA. Covers government computers, financial and medical systems, and activities that involve computers in more than one state, including computers connected to the internet. Under CFAA, it is illegal to access a computer without authorization. The USA Patriot Act expanded the definition of loss to include the cost of responding to an attack, assessing damage, and restoring system. Catching hackers. Law enforcement agents read hackers' newsletter and participate in chat rooms undercover. They can often track a handle by looking through newsgroup or other archives. Security professionals set up honeypots, which are websites that attract hackers to record and study. Computer forensic specialists can retrieve evidence from computer even if the user has deleted files and erased the disk. Investigators trace viruses and hacking attacks by using ISP records and router logs. Penalties for young hackers. Many young hackers have matured and gone to productive and responsible careers. Temptation to over or under punish. Sentencing depends on intent and damage done. Most young hackers receive probation, community service, and or fines. Not until 2000 did a young hacker receive time in juvenile detention. Criminalize virus writing in hacker tools. Expansion of the Computer Fraud and Abuse Act. The CFAA predates social networks, smartphones, and sophisticated invisible information gathering. Some prosecutors use the CFAA to bring charges against people or businesses that do unauthorized data collection, is violating terms of agreement, a form of hacking.
Good day everyone, my name is Grace Zelgakusan from BSIT4 and our topic is about crime, and for my part is to identify thief and credit card fraud. Stealing identities. Identify thief. Various crime in which criminal use to identify of an unknowing innocent person. Use credit debit card numbers, personal information, and social security numbers. 18 to 29 years olds are the most common victims because they use the web most and are unaware of risk. E-commerce has made it easier to steal and use card numbers without having physical card. Technique used to steal personal and financial information. Requests for personal and financial information disguised as legitimate business communication. Phishing is email. Smishing is text messaging. Phishing is voice phishing. Farming. False website that fish for personal and financial and false URLs and domain name servers. Online resumes and job hunting site may reveal SSNS, work history, birth date, and all other information that can be used and identify theft. Response to identify thief. authentication of email and websites, use of encryption to securely store data so it is useless if stolen, authenticating customers to prevent use of stolen numbers, may trade convenience for security. In the event information is stolen, a fraud alert can flag your credit report. Some business will cover the cost of a credit report if your information has been stolen. Authenticating customer and preventing use of stolen numbers. Activation for new credit cards. Retailers do not print the full card number and expiration date on receipt. Software detect unusual spending activities and will prompt retailers to ask for identifying information. Services like PayPal acts as third party, allowing a customer to make a purchase without revealing their credit card information to a stranger. Biometrics. It is a biological characteristic unique to an individual. No external item like card, keys, and etc. to be stolen. Use in areas where security needs to be high, such as identifying air personnel. Biometric can be full, but more difficult to do so, especially as more sophisticated systems are developed.
Whose laws rule the web? When digital actions cross borders. Laws vary from country to country. Corporations that do business in multiple countries must comply with the laws of all the countries involved. Someone whose actions are legal in their own country may face prosecution in another country when their actions are illegal. Yahoo and French censorship. Display and sale of Nazi memorabilia illegal in France and Germany. Yahoo was sued in French court because French citizens could view Nazi memorabilia offered on Yahoo's US-based auction sites. Legal issues is whether the French law should apply to Yahoo auction sites on Yahoo's computers located outside of France. Applying US copyright law to foreign companies. A Russian company sold a computer program that circumvents control embedded in electronic books to prevent copyright infringement. Program was legal in Russia but illegal in US. Program's author, Dmitry Sklarov, arrested when arrived in US to present a talk on the weaknesses in control software used in ebooks. After protests in US and other countries, he was allowed to return to Russia. Arresting executives of online gambling and payment companies. An executive of a British online gambling site was arrested as he transferred planes in Dallas. Online sports betting is not illegal in Britain. Unlawful Internet Gambling Enforcement Act prohibits credit card and online payment companies from processing transactions between bettors and gambling sites. Libel speech and commercial law. Even if something is illegal in both countries, the exact law and associated penalties may vary. In case of libel, and burden proof differs in different countries.
Good day everyone, I'm Louis Benitez. Our next topic is libel speech and commercial law. Libel tourism. Traveling to places with strict libel laws in order to sue. Speech Act of 2010 makes foreign libel judgments unenforceable in the US if they would violate the First Amendment. Foreign government can still seize assets where a trial is held
is important not just for differences in the law, but also the cost associated with travel between the countries. Cases can take some time to come to trial and may require numerous trips. Freedom of speech suffers if businesses follow laws of the most restrictive countries. Some countries have strict regulations on commercial speech and advertising. Next one is culture, law, and ethics. Respecting cultural differences is not the same as respecting laws. Where a large majority of people in a country support prohibition on certain content, is it ethically proper to abandon the basic human rights of free expression and freedom of religion for minorities? Next is potential solution. International agreements. Countries of the World Trade Organization or WTO agree not to prevent their citizens from buying certain services from other countries if those services are legal in their own. The WTO agreement does not help when a product, service, or information is legal in one country and not other. Alternative principles. Responsibility to prevent access. Publisher must prevent material or services from being accessed in countries where they are illegal. Authority to prevent entry. Government of country A can act within country A to try to block the entrance of material that is illegal there, but may not apply its laws to the people who create and publish the material or provide a service in country B if it is illegal there.